In my film major back in college, people would I only tried to make just comedy, like funny films. But sometimes people would make films that are even funnier than mine. The only issue is they weren't trying to be funny. And there's so many I could shit on right now. But one will always stick in my mind as wasn't the worst video that was ever made in my major by far. My last video and hear about the whole dead cat story. You know that there was worse, but I want to talk about a film that, thankfully, I don't remember the name of the film. I am also Facebook friends with the person that made it, and am so going to post this, but will not name names. If you're one of the people in my major that I made that I went to school with, you'll know the video I'm talking about. And I'm sure no one's gonna see this. It's fine. So this is a video that really I think should precede screenings of The Room by Tommy Wiseau. Almost like an opening act. Because this is 10:51 a.m. Eddie Topper in Western New York. This is the plot of the movie. Starts out, we got a guy. He's in a parking garage. He's on the phone, and he's a little distressed there. Essentially saying, just like, I don't have the money. And the other guy and the guy on the other line of the phone is just like, nah, see, well, then we're gonna come here and cut your dick off, see? Yeah, me and Muggsy. Yeah, right, Muggsy? Yeah, boss. Now, I don't mean to be ableist here, but the reason I bring up Muggsy is because that the mafia has an amazing program to help integrate people with special needs into society. They're always giving back. Even guys like El Chapo and stuff like that. Because keep in mind, they're mobsters, not monsters. It's all about the family. Like, come on, man. So they're going back and forth, and he's probably, you can't hear the line of the other line, but probably some dick ripping off in. And he says the guy in the parking garage says the following verbatim, and I quote, "Why does it have to be my body?" As in, hey, that I'm the one that, bet that this would be the year the Bills end the drought. It wasn't. Why am I getting this shit, man? Like, just, you're pissed off at me? Take it off on someone else. He's saying, like, why can't you just kill one other random person to make up for the fact that I'm a fucktard? Like, why not? That's not how we do it in the family. Is probably what you were thinking the whole mentality of the mob was, but it must have been like an intern or someone that he's talking to on the phone, because when he brought up the idea of just kill some completely other random person because of my debt, because that's not what like a serial killer does or anything like that. Just no. So the guy, the intern on the phone, is just like, "Hey, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna go tell my Uncle Luigi that this is the new hit now." You know what I mean? And so the guy, so he's in the parking garage and convinces the mob just kill some other random guy that has nothing to do with any of this instead. Waste that time and legal energy. And he rifles off to them. He's looking around and he's like, "Okay, here's the license plate number." And he just tells the guy, the mob on the phone, the guy's license plate number, because you know how the DMV is run by the mafia, right? Like, just like, "Oh yeah, that's Charlie Ramirez. He's like 2 blocks down from me. Let's go fucking kick his ass. I know his license plate. We all know everyone's license plate." Like, so And then they're like, all right, see, we'll go get Charlie Ramirez, or I don't know. I don't remember any names. We're not gonna cut your dick off. And he's just like, oh, thank God, I'm gonna go jerk off in public to celebrate, I'm not gonna my dick off, or some kind of that was the vibe I got. So we got that as the beginning of the movie. Cut to there's like it's some sort of business with a business meeting that's coming together with people meeting to talk about business. And one guy's phone rings and he's like, oh, and his wife's going to labor, and he's like, oh shit, I better drive to that, otherwise she's gonna be even bigger bitch later. So he tells everybody he's got to get going. His boss, before he leaves, is like, wait, no, hold on, take my car instead, with no explanation why. He's just like, no, listen, hey, I'll get picked up. I have horsepower something in my car. You know what I mean? Like that, like what the what? So so the guy takes the keys and it's kind of like, oh, of course. Yeah, I know what you drive. I definitely know your license plate number, as do we all know. Everyone knows each other's license plate number. And I'm sure I know where you parked, and just yeah. No, I'm not in. She's gonna be a bitch, like I said. Regardless, I'm not in that much of a hurry. Okay, so yeah. So he takes his boss's car, and guess what's the license plate number that the guy told the mob? Charlie Ramirez. I don't know. But in the very least, say like, the boss doesn't do that and the mob goes after the boss instead of the guy. At least they're sending a fucking message to corporate. It's like, look, if we're going to unionize, we are going to be fucking serious. Like, you better, this is how you treat, you better know how to treat the working man, dude. Because I mean, like, we will be after your asses. So he takes the boss's car, and I want to say it was an 8-minute movie. And I want to say all that happened probably within 45 seconds, not the 8 minutes it took to explain it. The next 6 minutes of the movie is the big chase scene. And this is what I think, got, yeah. So it's literally 6 minutes of driving. You can see him on the throughway. He looks back to see the car behind him. We see the car behind him. He's driving. He looks back, see the car behind him. He's driving. He look over and over and over again. And they're just, and apparently, this guy ended up being the world's greatest director because he figured out, wait a minute, this is how we do a chase scene. We have two cars going in the same destination, and we film that. Boom! Like it would literally, it seemed like it dragged on for 9,000 years. I mean, it really was. And so we get to the hospital, and that didn't sound bitter. This delivery sucks, but man, I'm over it. We get to the hospital, and it turns out that not only is the one guy on the way to the hospital being chased by the mob, but the guy that stuck the mob on him is in fact the father of the guy's fucking wife. It's his father-in-law. Shyamalan twist. And so that's the big twist. And so he goes, it turns out, yes, like he stuck the mob on his son-in-law. Oh no. And yeah. But the way that the movie ends is kind of maybe even the best part, because he goes up to the dad, his father-in-law that stuck on him. And this is literally pretty much exactly what it looks like happened. Hey, did you stick the mob on me? Oh, is that you? Yeah, that was me. Oh, Mondays, right? Yeah. Anyway, here's the car keys. He hands him the keys to his boss's car. Why not? You know, it's symbolism or something. I don't know. I mean, and yeah, that's the funniest fucking thing that I definitely ever saw, and that's probably why it won. Goddamn SUNY school systems. Let's see, SUNY stands for State University of New York Public College Systems Film of the Year.